right. Well, hopefully we're live. I'm not actually showing myself as being live yet, but I'll trust the system. Trust the system. So we're back playing our werewolf game. It's been a month because life happens. You would not believe how much work a poor little RPG layout and editing guy gets at short notice that has to be done. Yeah. So we're back. Hopefully Oak will be joining us soon. But until then, let's go over our characters here. James, who you playing? If he's not on mute still.
James, have you unmuted yourself?
Oh. I think he's having a headset issue.
Again?
Okay, we'll come back to him. Nick, who you got?
It is everyone's favorite local Russian weed dealer. We are here to drink. We are here to smoke. We are here to have good time. It is party night.
It is party night. This is true. John, who you got?
Hi, I'm John. I will be playing Kat, the party's techie, martial artist, and just generally kind of annoyed person. Who's when my filter breaks down enough to actually simulate her filter being intact is very foul mouthed.
I thought you were going to say General Dog's body.
I have been informed that by a friend of mine who's been doing heavy duty World of Darkness stuff for years that she's what's called a Monet. Pretty as long as you keep enough distance.
That half smile is really a snarl.
Yeah.
Slumber.
Oh yeah, she's very attractive. She just also is about as charismatic as a rock and capable of manipulation as sandpaper. So, or was it the other way around?
It works. Slumber. Who you got?
I'm playing Connor. I'm the local medic of this party. I really don't want to see people.
No, things always go wrong when you have patients because patients can die on you.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you do have a farm. It's pretty easy to get rid of a body, but still, it's inconvenient.
Yeah. We'll just take them out back.
Yeah,
but demon chickens had to be disposed of, so we can't just, I don't know why I'm thinking like we could feed them to the demon chickens, but I'm not. These chickens terrify me, and I'm the one who introduced them.
Well, it is the World of Darkness, so there will be a patchwork Frankenstein chicken man at some point.
I have been informed by one of my friends that if our chickens got corrupted, they'd probably come back as Banes, and we're probably going to have to deal with them.
You assumed they weren't already.
There's also the shredder that demanded blood.
Yes, you have a cursed shredding machine in the garage. James,
it's out the tool shed.
Have you worked out your microphone issues?
I think so, yeah.
All right, go ahead and tell us who you got.
I'm Koa, and just a simpleton. He's the big tough guy who's got a heart of gold, and he's probably too strong for his own good.
Maybe.
But,
maybe.
It's all fun and games until Mikhail gets thrown into a tree.
Yeah. It happens a lot. So we'll see how this session turns out. I've been real busy. There hasn't been a lot of prep. There's been no prep. John is sick and getting over it. Oak is late because happy anniversary, dude. We suggested he just not play tonight, but he insists that she will be in bed shortly. So we'll see if he makes it. Yeah. So last time we played, we did a stalling game because we were short several players, and we just did preliminaries for the big shindig that's going down, and that's kind of where we're going to open. Go ahead.
My thought is, while we wait for Oak, there is something that I think Kat and Mikhail would probably want to do, which is we should probably inform Julie, that A, we're pretty sure she's supernatural, and B, we should probably tell the Slayers so that they don't have issue with her.
You're seriously considering calling someone and informing them that they're supernatural and it not come over like a pickup line?
I would just like to clarify that This is not Mikhail's idea. This is not his plan. He thinks
You see-
Julie is just fine. She's perfect the way she is. There's no,
You s-
we don't
you
need
see-
to complicate. There's no reason to overcomplicate.
The reason that it occurs to that Cat to do something like this is because, again, things could get very complicated very fast. Also, Cat and understanding how to make words work.
I do believe someone already informed the Slayers and that they were staking her out. So that had
Okay.
already been done. So let's go over a few things because it has been almost a month. Towards the end of last session, you killed a worker, Mikhail, by offering him some of the party favors that will be served tonight.
All right, I would
apparently
just-
a random number of them were lethal. You went and talked to the dealer about this, who knew nothing about the bad candy, and provided you with some absolutely known clean candy of different sorts.
And I made it clear to everybody, we are to make sure that the daughter does not take anything that has been out of our sight. We are to have eyes on her and what she is consuming at all times.
Mm-hmm. The other thing, the band showed up early, except for their singer, who typically takes the several hours before the performance to align himself with the city's spirit.
That is a terrible idea here.
That's a terrible idea.
He's gonna get possessed. We're not really equipped to exorcise him.
Well, to various definitions of exercising. I mean, if the body's dead.
I mean, a fine red mist usually counts as exercised, but
Yes. See what else did you guys set up?
there's
there's
some
a
closed-
safe room that you set up with armaments in it, if I remember right.
Yeah,
We put armaments in a couple of secured locations, including like in a couple of walls under some floorboards. The likes.
Mm-hmm.
plus the safe room that you see, the thing is we mostly just looked at our people who actually know about that shit and said, go nuts.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't go nuts. It was more do this discreetly, and we know you know what you're doing.
So you have plenty of help between the Slayers and some other hired folks that were brought on board as well.
And there's the extra hunter from overseas who thinks that the demon might try to put an appearance.
Yes. There is a list of partygoers because it's not a person plus one. It is a very specific list of people that's going to be let in. It's a fair number of people, but it's a very specific group of people. Yep. So that is worked out. You're not supposed to let anyone else in that's not on that list. And you do have enough help that they are going to have some folks stationed outside of the establishment as well, like around the block, just in case. So, yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and cut to later that evening. The shindig is still a few hours off, but already people are arriving. Because a lot of these sorority sisters want to help with the setup. They brought some more party favors, streamers, and things that they want to, it's basically the sorority, about the sorority letters. They told you how big the letters were. They bring them and they want to set them up. It's mostly just a lot of decorative features that they're bringing in, but they're very giddy about it and very much not taking no for an answer. You're welcome to check anything out, of course, to make sure that there's nothing wrong with what they're bringing in. It's mostly there's sorority pictures, and their what is it called? Their brother fraternity. You know how the fraternities and sororities have certain ones are linked together and whatever projects they do. So they're bringing like the pictures to put out. So there's a couple of sorority sisters that passed this last term. They're bringing out memorable plaques and stuff like that for those folks. And just wanting to just really gussy the place up. They are on the list. They have brought minimal things with them, but among that is ID. Everyone was told not to bring, other than the jewelry that they're wearing, don't bring wallets, stuff like that. Because, this is going to have a lot of illegal substances going on. And even though the police department has been paid off, you don't want anybody caught with ID on them. So they're bringing just enough to identify themselves to the list, which is mostly their sorority cards.
I will advise the Slayers to go through the list, make sure everything seems good. I will be personally inspecting anything they bring in, so streamers, anything they want to add.
Okay, I would like you then to make me a perception alertness check. Smell could come into this, so if you've got a bonus for being able to use your sniffer well.
I do. You said perception. What did you say? Perception?
Perception alertness.
All right. And what difficulty?
5.
All right. So that will be 3 for me because I get -2 with my sniffer.
Okay. They are in fact sneaking some things in. A tray of pot brownies, which you highly approve of. They smell delicious and potent. Some bottles of alcohol because apparently the sorority has a favorite drink and they want to make up a punch bowl. No one cleared this with you, but everything sniffs right. Nothing smells like anything's been added to it, and the bottles are still sealed with a bunch of Kool-Aid packets to go with it.
Are they like off-brand Kool-Aid, or are we talking the real deal?
No, the real deal.
Excellent.
Yep, and a number of large punch bowls and ladles and cups to go with it. None of this was cleared by anybody, but it seems innocuous enough. Mikhail, it all sniffs out, and again, everything's still sealed. Nothing's been opened. No puncture holes that you can see on the envelopes of Kool-Aid. It all looks good.
All right. Everything seems in order, ladies. Carry on.
Okay. What's Mikhail's charisma again?
Mikhail's charisma is a 4.
Is a 4. Lots of business cards are left with you.
Mikhail will smile, he will wink, he will charm, he will tell funny joke. Mm-hmm. He will take every single card.
Okay. Most of the folks showing up so far are in their very early 20s. Yeah, over 21, but
okay,
not much over.
Listen, Mikhail's still young.
Mikhail also deals with people of affluence as well. Not one of these young ladies are wearing dresses that cost less than $1,000 or so, and several times more than that in jewelry.
I'd just like to point out that I did dress up a little bit for this. In lieu of my normal robe that makes me look like the dude from The Big Lebowski. I am instead wearing a really nice scarf that matches my suit. And I have absolutely added pockets to the suit for all of my quote-unquote merchandising.
Of course. It's probably tailored too, so no bulges.
Not at all. It is perfect. Fits great.
All right. The other thing that's going on is the band is setting up. Stage is ready. They're checking the electricals. They want to make sure that things are so, they understand they're not going to be blasting out the place because it's a gathering. People need to be able to talk and hear things other than the music. So they're trying to get the levels right. Singer still hasn't made the appearance yet, but the microphone on the stage is set up. It's a gold mic, wireless connector.
That's on.
Yep. They brought their own gear, and they're just kind of basically connecting up to your electrical and your loudspeaker system.
Could be running around helping where she needs to.
Okay.
I'm making sure we got all the medical supplies.
Yes. So you've set up in one of the rooms as a medical center. One of the things that you probably thought of ahead of time is there's going to be a lot of alcohol going on. So you brought
Mhm.
hydration bags, liquid IV, stuff like that.
Yep. I'm going to make sure there's no medical grade stuff within reach of the children. Or, well, actually, we're all the same age. Never mind.
Okay. So that's going on. The people that are going to be posing as your waiters and bringing around like the silver trays full of drugs and snacks and stuff are getting set up. Everyone is discreetly armed, but not obviously so. And then over the next couple of hours, more of the party goers start to come in to the point where you start to dim the lights. You get some just background music playing. It's just light dance music. A lot of what is it? EDM?
Electric dance music.
Yep. Being played as the band just waiting for their singer to arrive. It's still early. I mean, it's still you got like half an hour before the kickoff, the official kickoff is, but people are starting to come in. Most people are walking. Occasionally, some folks have taken a cab, but you guys are pretty, you're not that far from City Center and where the major hotels are. All right. At this point, what you haven't seen is the new Slayer in town. Hasn't made an appearance yet.
That is probably okay for now, right? We don't need him here.
Yep. I mean, he didn't actually say he was coming. He just warned you that Demon might be making an appearance.
Okay. Maybe he's staking us out. Maybe he's watching from afar.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Party time arrives, and there is a rush of squealing, loud, shrill sorority girls that show up and
Could I
start
have
rushing.
prepared some earplugs?
Sure. There is a rush to get in, but everyone's delayed as you're checking to make sure everyone is who they say they are. Are any of you stationed at the door, or are you letting the Slayers handle it?
Mikael will be at door greeting everybody as they come in.
Okay, well, Mikhail, already there starts to be a problem where apparently some of the sisters did not understand, as in, sure, they understood, but they're trying to see if they can get away with it, and have brought a +1, a friend with them that's not on the list. How do you want to handle this?
Are these male +1s or female +1s?
Nope. This is a sisters only party, but some of the women they've dragged along were not on the list, and they're looking up with you, a puppy dog eyes. I'm sorry, sir. I thought we could invite. This is my sister. Well, I mean, not my college sister, not sorority sister, but my sister's sister. They look nothing alike.
I will be handing out some of the menus for what was the name of the pizza place?
Oh, Greasy. What was it?
Was it Greasy Pete or something like
Greasy
that?
Pete, something like that.
Greasy Pete?
Something. It's written down in the stuff for all document.
So I will be handing out some. Would Greasy Pete have like would they do like discount nights or anything like that?
Oh, the more you order, the cheaper they get.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'll be handing those out, and I'll say, I am very sorry, ladies. If you're not on the list, you're not on the list. But I believe there is an off-site gathering that you can go to, being hosted here. The pizza is amazing, and the entertainment across the street is world class for this city.
Okay, so you're going to stay firm with it, then you're not going to let anyone else in. You get pouts of disappointment.
I'll lean in. And anyone who looks like really, really upset, I'm gonna be like, listen. I would love to let you in, but I'm going to be completely honest. I am both terrified and a little bit aroused by the chancellor of this. Or what was she? Was she the chancellor? Yeah, the sorority chancellor. I would like to not die tonight. Please, you have to understand that.
Oh, she's here. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have an after party at the hotel. So where was this place you were saying?
I'll hand her the flyer. It has the address and some coupons on it.
Okay. All right. So this happens more than a few times. A couple of people get really irate and try to like, let me talk to your supervisor. Of course, her name is Karen.
Oh, you would like
But,
to speak? You'd like to speak to Judy? Whoa, you have bigger
No,
balls than
oh,
I do.
Judy. Oh no. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So this is the initial rush, and a couple of minutes towards the time when the shindig's supposed to take off, and there's going to be some announcements at the beginning. Party girl hasn't arrived yet, but then as like the minutes count down to the time of the kickoff, people are already inside. The dance music's gotten a little louder. A limo pulls up. Doors open. And a beautiful young lady that's got kind of a mix of blonde and black hair. It's dyed, but it's tasteful. It doesn't look punk or trashy at all. Very tasteful, wearing a beautiful green dress. Gets out of the limo side, but a man that's tall, broad-shouldered, but kind of thin at the same time. Really long, raven dark hair, high cheekbones. Looks a lot like Jim Morrison, if you guys know the Doors, but with really long black hair. Goes over and opens the door for the guest of honor. Holds his arm out. She takes it, and they approach.
Did I see any picture when I was planning this whole thing with
you
her
know
dad?
what she looks like. This
Okay,
is her. This is party girl.
All right.
And as they're getting closer, you're pretty sure that the arm candy is the singer for the band.
Yep, that was obvious.
That makes good sense. Yeah.
Yep. So Mikhail, you were the one who said you were out there doing the greeting. So I would like you to please make me 2 tests. First is going to be perception and primal urge.
Primal urge. Where's that? Okay, I see that one. Perception. Now I do get a bonus to my perception if it's at night. Does this qualify as at night?
Sure does.
Okay.
It is very dark.
All right. That means I get to add 1 extra dice to my roll.
Yep. It's a 6 is what we're going with for the difficulty.
Okay. That's good because I have absolutely no primal urge. What's the thing I say if I want to guarantee that I get at least
Spend a willpower.
Spend a willpower to... Okay, I'm going to spend a willpower to guarantee I get at least 1.
3 successes. Good. The singer has the smell of animal about him, strongly of predator, and perhaps not so good for Mikhail, but maybe so. Who knows? And slight arousal from his scent there, Mikhail.
Yeah, I didn't want to be that guy, but I was going to say, is he a vampire?
No, he smells like animal. The vampires definitely have a bad smell to werewolves. They smell like dead things, unless they're of the particular clan Gangrel. So, but you guys don't know any of that.
Yep.
Wait, you're saying he smells? He smells like he's been very quote unquote busy with the birthday girl, or like he's
you don't
been
know.
Like
no, he doesn't smell like her at all.
Okay.
But yeah,
just a really nice cologne, apparently.
Very musk.
Called "Roll Around in the Outdoors for 1 full day and Don't Shower."
Mm.
So he smells musky.
All right. So yeah, I mean, they check out. They both give you winning smiles. They both have perfect teeth.
I welcome them in. I don't even need to check her ID. I know who she is.
Mm-hmm.
I welcome
but he does
them in.
provide his. Yeah.
That is good.
Actually, just takes a driver's license out.
Welcome, the birthday girl of the hour.
One of her sisters comes forward and hands a wireless mic to her, and so she already starts talking as she approaches the stage. Is anyone running the sound equipment, by the way, or are you just leaving that to one of the helpers?
Is the sound equipment up in that? Were you
Yeah.
gonna be running that one room up that has the video or the surveillance spot, Cat?
Yeah, Cat's up in her little tech nest overlooking the whole thing.
Can you
Okay.
get your mic a little closer? You're sounding far away.
Damn it! I keep
There you go.
adjusting shit. Cat's up in her little tech nest observing
Yeah.
things.
Okay. Then she starts speaking. You grab her mic input and boost it through the EDM music. Fade that out as she welcomes all of her sisters. She calls out a few of them by name to approach the stage that you've made as well. The band makes room. And for the next like 10 minutes, it's basically just going over sorority, just notes like how the sorority did this past year, what they brought in through their charitable contributions, where those contributions are going for the next underclassmen, that sort of thing. Fairly boring stuff. And then she looks over to the man that she escorted her in, kind of gives him a nod, and then she just yells out, "All right, girls, let's party!" And the band just cues it. He grabs the microphone, jumps on stage, throws off his long leather jacket that he has, and they just go into it. It's just pulse pounding. It's something you can dance to, but it's definitely hard rock. It's got an edge to it, but it's danceable, and it just starts. It just, like a flick of the switch, party starts. It is just chaos. You guys have a little bit of lighting that the band brought. You guys didn't really say that you had any of your own, really, other than like spotlights maybe, but no like gels and colored lights. But they have some, and they get that playing around as the music's going. Anybody music aficionados at all?
In real life, no, but Mikhail probably listens to a lot of music when he's smoking.
Okay. Anyone else? Slumber?
No, I think Connor prefers more classical country.
Oh, okay. Koa?
Probably not me either.
All right. Well, they're definitely like prog rock. The instrumentalists are all really talented. They're going into like several different like not just key changes, but like rhythm changes through the whole thing. The singer has an exceptional range. It's probably a natural baritone, but he can get really high. He can hit like those E5 top notes as well when he wants to. All of you, after this kind of starts, the first song out is just something with just like a lot of raw power that just gets the people on the dance floor. And then there's a couple that are slow, but as the whole thing is going on, so like they're into number 3 as the drugs start flowing, the alcohol starts flowing, everybody's getting into it. Tear shows up.
Hey, sorry,
Perfect
I'll turn my
timing.
cam on in a minute. I'm stuffing my face.
You're fine.
Sorry, I was late.
I want all of you guys to make perception alertness rolls. Whenever you're able to get in there, Oak, you do the same. This is going to be 5s. This is pretty simple. Smell. It's more visual than anything else.
So no smell this time.
Actually, no, don't add it in there. But there is a smell component to things.
Okay. Would I still get my night perception bonus?
Yeah, because it's dark.
Not really, because all the flickering and flashing lights just kind of kill that.
Okay.
Wow. I forgot
Our
to pick
party's
perception
going
in that.
quite well on this.
Is eyes in the back of your head count?
Sure. Yeah, that'll count.
All right.
What were you asking, Oak?
I said I forgot to pick perception, but I still got 3 successes.
Oh yeah, no problem. So all of you notice that the dancers are just kind of giving in to the rhythm of the songs that are being played. It's a little unnatural in the fact that they're all moving like to the rhythm almost exactly. It's like they're all like it's not like it's like one chorus line or anything, but if you're looking at individual people dancing, nobody is off rhythm. Everybody is like synced to the music. They may be dancing a little differently, but it's all perfectly in rhythm. Those of you that have strong scent components to your characters, pheromones are flying in the room, like really overpoweringly strong.
It's like this guy is a succubus or some shit.
Incubus.
Is that your drugs doing all that?
Zoom tight.
Nobody seems like everybody, other than the fact that they're all kind of moving in the same syncopation and like in perfect rhythm to the music, if not with each other. It's kind of eerie, but no one looks like they're entranced. It's just like they're falling into the rhythm in some kind of natural way. They're still having conversations. They don't seem to be entranced, but also they're moving in a way that is unnatural. It's too precise.
Are any of us moving?
None of you
to
are
the
actually
rhythm
on the
as well?
floor dancing, so no.
All right. Tier, I will be right back. If I don't come back, maybe don't come in after me.
Cat, you're picking up. Well, Cat's not overly sensitive to smell, and you're high up, so you're not really catching the really strong pheromones.
Yeah, she's just normal level, but she's also in Glabro, so that might affect that.
Maybe it's not overpowering to you where you are, because the scent hangs all really low. There's not a lot of fans and air motion in here, and you're high above the crowd with.
So she's just kind of like vaguely aware of it, but not not at the point where she's uncomfortable, where it would really meaningfully affect her or make her uncomfortable or anything like that.
All of you major your alertness awareness rolls, all of you. Or perception alertness.
Yeah. We all made it with at least 3 successes.
So you notice the odd, just kind of locked in syncopation of everybody's rhythm, and as you think about it, you look down and your foot is tapping to the same rhythm, and you weren't really even thinking about it. You could stop it, but you weren't even thinking about it. You had already sunk to the rhythm as well.
Because Cat's just basically sitting and doesn't have anything to do other than move tech around.
Yep.
She was thinking, she's just sitting there like, excuse me, I don't like it when other people affect both the things that I do. Stop it.
Well, it's not so much that. It's just, it was pleasant. Like, the music is good. They're all very professional. And until you realize the oddity of everybody being in sync, you didn't realize you were tapping along to it. That's all.
So yeah, she's sitting there going like, this is weird. Then again, fucking everything's weird. She's having a moment. She's just going to go, okay. We're just going to pay attention to what's going on out here and hope that things go okay.
Yeah, I mean, everything looks fine. It doesn't appear that anyone's like in a trance. They're all holding various conversations. They're drinking, eating, and talking. It's just their bodies are just moving to the rhythm in just a very unnatural way. So that's what you're seeing, Kat. The rest of you are mingling down on the floor, except for Connor, who is in the first aid station, which you're still on the floor. You can still hear the rhythm and the music, but you're not really part of what's going on. Those of you that are moving in and out through the crowd, though, so Mikhail, probably Tyr, Connor. So Tyr, you already know that some of the people that are serving as wait staff are also like low-level pickpockets and stuff, and you gave them the warning that hands off the the daughter, but everyone else is fair game. Just be, I think what you said was just be,
yep,
a light touch to it. Yeah. So that's going along as well. Let's say Tyr, you have the first encounter where it's just a conversation going on with two girls that are kind of dancing next to each other, and the conversation just gets more irritated with one another. And one of them breaks the champagne flute that she's holding and attempts to stab the other girl.
I try to grab her wrist before it does that,
Okay.
if possible.
I think so. What did you roll in your perception alertness? You got a base 3, right?
3. Yeah, and
Possibly
I didn't even roll
more.
my perception. That was just my alertness part of it.
Sure. You grab her wrist. She doesn't really resist you. She just immediately counters. Like you grab her right hand to keep her from cutting the other girl, and she immediately just slaps the other girl with her other hand. Just drops the impromptu knife. Doesn't even really think about it. It just hauls off and slaps her with the other hand. The other girl just rushes in and just starts trying to strangle her.
I'm trying to break them up. Ladies, no need to fight. Let's have a good time.
What's your strength?
3.
You're strong enough. Okay, yeah, you can keep them kind of away from each other.
And
They
looking
are
for one of the
nearly
security
snarling.
guards, and I'm trying
Yeah.
to motion them to come over.
Sure, they'll come over. They're nearly snarling at each other over. You're not sure what. It's something about a dress that you're not sure what's going on. Somebody borrowed one and never returned it. Seems like it's a little petty argument from long ago that was just brought up again, and it just resulted in this. 2 guards come by and they take both of them to cool off over to the first aid station.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, there's something going on, guys. Keep your eyes peeled.
Can I
Something
check
feels
to
off.
see if they took anything they shouldn't have?
Kat, I'm going to assume everybody has microphones. You can talk with each other.
Yeah, I was guessing I think we talked about arranging for like walkie-talkies or
Yeah.
something.
You.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just had 2 bitches try to kill each other over here, man.
Yeah. But we in the security team, although we may be on separate band.
I will keep an eye on Birthday Girl. Make sure that nothing goes on around her.
You quickly look around to find her. You'd already made the request that there was always someone around. So there's a bodyguard serving her a line of Coke on a silver tray. But it's one of the Slayers, and he kind of nods at you when you're quickly looking around to see where she is. He just kind of gives you the nod.
I'm not back.
Okay. Mikhail's also on the floor, and you run across like it's a group of 3 girls that they're just laughing, just like it's hard and loud, almost hyena like, and it just started out of nowhere. They're kind of gasping, arms around each other, and they're just laughing. You can see that they're trying. At least one of them is trying to stop laughing so hard that she vomits. It doesn't stop.
All right. I will gesture to somebody off the floor to real quick bring over a mop to clean it up.
This was already planned on with all the drugs you've got going on. You got a quick clean team come over.
I go right over. I go over to the 3 of them, and I assume I can probably find like a bucket or a bag or something to give to her.
Yeah.
So I will kind of shove it into her hands so that she can use that. Ladies, ladies, it seems you are having so much fun you don't know what to do with yourselves. Let's go visit the medical team. Make sure you're okay.
You tear them away, and Koa is just done treating some minor scratches on the other 2. So like as soon as they were pulled off the dance floor, Connor. As soon as they were pulled off the dance floor, they didn't forget what the argument was about, but it became substantially less heated. And they're perfectly reasonable. They don't appear to be drunk. You're checking their eyes. Eyes are dilated, but there's drugs flowing around.
Drugs.
Yeah. Just treat them for minor scratches, and you tell them, go hydrate, go sit in the corner for a while or something like that. And Mikhail brings these 3 women that you could hear them kind of braying so loud in laughter, but as they get off the dance floor, it just turns into like chuckles and then eventually dry heaving as their throats are raw.
Yep. I'll give him some lozenges, water.
Yeah.
What's happening on the dance floor? Which is kind of interesting.
Okay.
Did they
Okay.
take anything that wasn't provided?
How would you try and figure that out?
Just ask them.
Oh no, nothing. Everything that was passed around on the trays.
I look at Mikhail.
I'm assuming that Mikhail's drug knowledge made sure that he picked drugs that mix okay together.
Do you take Mikhail for some kind of amateur?
If anything, I would have gone over it with him too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, they seem fine once you pull them off the dance floors. And as this is going around, there is a break in the music. Band takes a break after like 4 songs, and they put the dance music back on. Everything seems to be going just fine. The queen of this shindig goes over to you, Mikhail, and says, "Oh, you're the guy who set this all up. Dad told me to look for you and to let you know if there were any problems."
But of course, what can I do for you, young lady?
Oh, not a thing. There are no problems. This is a lot of fun. I like all the game tables you set up too.
Thank you. Only the best. Your father made it very clear that you and your friends were to be entertained, no expense spared.
Oh, thanks. It's great. It's great. And she's, eyes definitely dilated. She's partaken quite a bit. She gives you a smooch on the cheek, and she goes off screaming at some of her friends who come over. And yeah, so things have calmed down a bit. Everyone passed their initial alertness roll. So like that, when the band stops, everyone starts moving normally again. They're not all locked into the same kind of rhythm.
I have a theory.
Well, let's hear it.
I think that it just so that whatever's making everyone get synced up, I think it also just kind of drives emotions more intense. Because whenever you took them off the dance floor and they stopped dancing, they chilled the fuck out. And when the music stopped, they chilled when the music switched over to the normal stuff, they chilled the fuck out.
Kat, while they're on break, do you think you could take a look at the equipment, see if you see anything, notice anything strange?
I'm going to assume that you already checked over the equipment before you let them connect everything. It's all, it's all good high-end gear. Nothing odd about it. No, nothing retrofitted, nothing it's all off the shelf, but good, really good name brand audio equipment.
It's just Cat's like, I checked it already. It's just high-end off-the-shelf materials. I didn't notice any unusual modifications of the like.
Man, we're really not good with this mystical shit.
No, we're not. I'm the only one who's been fucking reading the
Yeah, I'll join you with that a little bit.
You guys can do that. That sounds like that sounds like some really smart people should be doing that. But in the meantime, I'm going to go talk to one of the. I would assume that we might not be on the same network as the Slayers, but maybe
I'm gonna say you have three. You have 3 networks. You've got the staff network, you've got the Slayer network, and then your own that you can all switch between.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
just
going
switching frequency.
Yeah, I'm gonna check with the Slayers hold, and I'm gonna switch over to their frequency.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so they're talking.
Yep.
It seems like Party Girl is talking to the guards out front, convincing them that the 5 men that just pulled up in a van are here by her request.
I'm going straight to the front.
We may need Julie. Oh no.
Oh, yeah, where is Julie? Is Julie around?
Well, that's just it. When you come up, as these 5 guys are getting out of the van, Julie's driving the van.
Okay.
And she comes up. It's like, well, look, I know this is unplanned and not on the list, but how are we supposed to have a good party for the girls tonight without the strippers?
All right, gentlemen.
Mikhail, you ran out front and you catch the end of that as the guards look to you like, oh.
All right, I'm gonna look over all the men. Do they appear to actually be male strippers?
Well, they're awfully handsome, and you can see that they're wearing tearaway clothing. So
What would the dad say?
one of them does come over and hands you a card.
I look at the card.
It's a local professional service.
Is it hit their personal card or is it a business card?
It's a business card. Studs.
All right.
with a Z.
I love it. I pocket that one too. Hey, I like to. Mikhail likes to have connections everywhere. Mikhail, we're all friends. We are all good friends here to have good time. I gesture to them. I open up my arms in a wide gesture. Gentlemen, ladies, welcome, right this way.
Okay.
And I'll wink at the Slayer to like let him know that I got this.
Okay. So you're wearing the earbud. So on the Slayer channel, they come across as, well, if it matters, they're clean. We bonded them. No weapons. They seem to be normal humans, but sometimes it's hard to tell.
I hold up a thumbs up,
Mhm.
like kind of like a down at my side,
Mhm.
like a incognito thumbs up, so they know that I heard.
Yep. So it was Janet, right? So Janet is wearing like a long
I mean, Julie.
Julie is wearing like a long like raincoat, completely hiding like what dress she's wearing underneath. You do notice that there is kind of like a large bulge of something on her left hip. Too big to be like a gun or a firearm, but there's something under her coat.
Like a present, maybe.
Could be.
Do I smell anything?
You have the hyper smell, right?
I do.
You smell a lot of oiled leather.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Would you like any help? Would you like any help carrying that, or are you good?
Oh, no, but you can help me with my props if you're willing.
I give her a big, like, shit-eating grin.
She hands you a collar.
Just a single collar?
A collar. It's got like, a big D ring on the front.
Mm-hmm. So who's Julie?
Call
I
this
just-
dog.
I just smile at her and I look like back at the van. Is that all, or is there more?
Oh, just the one. Humor
Okay.
me. It just will make a very dashing introduction.
Is it my style? Like, is it what kind of collar are we talking
It's
about?
it's
here?
like a rich leather, like finely detailed, hand tooled collar.
You know what? I put the collar on,
Jeez.
and I take the. I smile at her. I put the collar on, and then I take out the. The Cuban cigar weed that she gave me, and
Okay.
I light it.
Mhm.
I've been saving it for a special occasion, and I light it, and I take a hit off it.
Mhm.
I savor it. I enjoy it. Now that is good weed right there, and I offer it to her if she wants to take a hit.
Oh, definitely does.
Right this way, and I will lead her into the warehouse.
Do you put the collar on or not?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So as you're coming in, she pulls. So as you're coming in, already the birthday girl is gone. She's talking to the band. You see some money exchange hands, and the instrument players start playing like this raunchy bump and grind kind of music, and they get the lights going, and the strippers start approaching the stage, and as they do, she throws off her raincoat, and she's just dominatrix leathered up, and she pulls out a chain and a whip. She connects the chain to your collar. It's silver, by the way, but it doesn't bother you in your human form.
Okay, I'm a little uncomfortable, but not too bad.
And she grabs a microphone as she approaches the stage, cracks the whip a few times, and says, "Now let's really get this party started." And then, the impromptu music goes as the professionals on stage do their business. And there's a lot of whooping and calling. Now the singer to the band, it looks like he's having a great time. He's chatting up all the girls on the floor. Big smiles for everybody. He's doing some of the drugs. He's got like a magnum of champagne in his hands. He's doing the rounds as well. Mikhail, he's definitely just a big flirt. He's really charismatic. Like he's talking to all of them in a way that is like they're not lines, but they're definitely meant to kind of draw the people out in conversation. He's good. He's good with crowds.
He may be good, but he's not Mikhail.
Mm-hmm. And then as the professionals on stage start, there is a rush as all the sorority girls run toward the stage, fists of dollar bills in hand. Starting to it is it's chaos for a bit there.
I'm gonna prep the medical station for the inevitable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. While this is going on, Tyr, whereabouts are you? I know Mikhail. Okay, so Mikhail's in the crowd. Well, actually, Mikhail right now is on a dog leash.
I'm out in the crowd because I stopped those two girls, and I'm trying to keep an eye also on any of the people doing pilfering, making sure they don't get out of hand.
Okay, so you're taking a watchful eye of things. Okay, so I want you to make me a perception alertness roll. This is going to be a little more difficult, though. This is going to be a 7, and I'll get back to you in just a bit with you telling me what you made on this. Where's Koa?
Wherever the
3
food's
for me.
at.
I'm sorry, wherever the what?
Food's at.
Oh, so you're at the food table. Okay, are you doing
Yup.
anything else other than scarfing down food?
Keeping an eye on the crowd, snacking on stuff.
Okay, you can also give me a perception alertness roll. This is going to be a 7 for you.
Okay.
Kat, you are still in control of the audio, keeping everything level.
Oof.
And she's got all those things going. Did I just get disconnected?
No, you're still there.
Okay.
You are high above the floor in this kind of. If you've ever seen factory floors where they have the offices that kind of jut out.
That is exactly what I like. She picked out for her little perch.
Okay. I want you to make me a perception alertness roll as well. Also a 7. And so we're going to go back to the top with Tyr. Did you make any successes on yours?
3.
3 successes. So the pilfering, a few things here and there, because the sisters are wearing a lot of expensive jewelry. So like they're making off with an earring here, a ring or a bangle there. But they didn't bring like purses, wallets, or anything else. So there's no like cash to steal. So they're just making off with small things here and there.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not worried
And
about that.
they sent like some of the best pickpockets. So everybody seems to be doing really well. The sorority sisters all engaged so that they don't really notice what's going on anyway. With 3 successes though, you could have sworn you heard a tinkle of glass somewhere.
Now I started looking around because I know what happened with the one girl earlier, so I'm going around checking see if there's any commotion or fights starting to.
Your
Somebody's
senses
already been stabbed.
telling you the sound came from further away from the stage towards the back of the warehouse, where you kind of just block things off because it's just space that you're not using. So you're going back there and you find some broken glass on the floor, like window pane kind of glass.
I'm looking around and I'm like, immediately, I'm like, Cat, check surveillance. I forgot broken window glass, and I explain where I'm at. And then I switched the comms to the security. I'm like, hey, we've got something going on back here.
Okay. Next up was Koa. Did you make any successes?
I did not.
No successes. Okay, yeah. You're keeping an eye on the dance floor, the people going around. You actually do catch some of the pickpockets because they're not really trying to guard against people watching from behind, but you are also told that, there would be some. So that's all good. So, Kat, did you make any successes?
The one from the because it was above difficulty 6, spent the willpower and actually had to spend it because all the successes were canceled out.
Okay. There's something moving around on the roof of your office. So the little jutting out office, there's room between the roof of that and the actual roof of the warehouse. There's maybe a 6-foot gap or something. There's something on your roof.
Okay, so Kat's just gonna gymnastics, athletics, climb. She's popping out her little window and going right up there.
Okay, so these factory windows are not made to be opened. Now you can go out the door, and then there's like a ladder going down, and you can climb up to the roof once you open the door, but you can't really pop out a window.
Oh, sorry. I'm used to the place I worked that had one of those. You could open the window for the express purpose of shouting down at people. Okay, so this is not one of those. Got it. So Kat is she's going for the door. She's letting security know what's going on, and also get someone up here looking at CCTV shit, and she's going up onto the roof of her little thing. So
Okay.
I imagine I'm rolling an athletics test.
Yes.
Strength or dexterity?
Your choice. You can use either one really for a climbing test.
Okay. Difficulty?
5.
5. Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's like just a little bound and you're up there. Meanwhile, on the security system side, one of your check-ins that are on the street says, hey, we found a zip line going from a taller building onto the roof of the warehouse.
Honestly, I kind of want to just give it to him if he's doing that.
All right, Kat, you're on the roof. It's dark up here. There are glass panels at the top of the warehouse, and so Tyr called in saying he found broken glass on the ground, and you do notice that one of the panels has been broken out. Actually, not broken out. It looks like they started to cut it because most of it's circular, but it looks like they didn't quite do it cleanly, and some of the end of it broke.
So Kat heard somebody moving up there.
You did. It is completely dark up here with just like a bare sliver of a moon showing in through the glass. And things are fairly dark up here. How do you want to handle this? Wait, you're in Glabro, aren't you?
She is.
Go ahead and make me a perception alertness roll up here.
Perception alertness. And what's the difficulty on that?
7.
7. We're spending that willpower. So that would be 3 successes.
Okay. There's a guy in some kind of shifting ghillie suit. This kind of reflecting moonlight and darkness at the same time that's really breaking up his figure, so you didn't see it at first. And you see a long barrel, like a rifle sticking out from underneath the ghillie suit, and he's still adjusting things. And he's like right at the edge of the top of your building, pointing down into the crowd. It does not seem to appear that he's noticed you because your agility roll, your athletics roll was huge.
She's just going to come up right behind him and give him a little tap on the shoulder.
Okay, roll initiative.
Roll initiative. Okay.
Kick his ass.
Initiative. Where's initiative? There we go. Roll for initiative. Okay. So that's 12 on her initiative.
Okay. You will go first. But even though you were sure you should have taken him as a surprise because the person didn't react, does not seem to be a surprise and kind of just immediately rolls over. You are faster, though, but this person is insanely fast to be able to react this quickly. What do you want to do? It's kind of hard to make out what this person is. I mean, human-ish, 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head, but the clothing they're wearing just seems to shift. It's really hard to keep your eyes focused on them.
Okay.
So you have initiative. What do you want to do? We're going to do 1 round, and then I'm going to let everyone else react to what's going on.
Okay. So step 1, she's going for the disarm.
Okay.
Which I've got that rolled.
Well, they dropped the rifle.
Oh, they dropped the rifle.
Yeah,
okay.
so like they dropped the rifle, which looks like it's like a Beretta style. It's a sniper rifle, and they rolled. You can't really tell if they've got anything in their hands or not, but they dropped the rifle.
In that case, yeah, if they're rolling, they're still low. Are they still on the ground?
Yeah, they're still prone.
She's gonna kick him in the temple.
Okay.
Well, she's going for a kick anyways. So, she's spending a willpower on it, and any modifiers for them being prone?
In this case, no, because it's really hard to figure out where their head is because of the shifting fabric of the clothing.
Alrighty. So yeah,
but no negative either because they are prone.
Yeah. And roll. So it can be lethal or bashing, courtesy of her specialization. So in this case, she's going for bashing. She wants to know what the fuck is going on here. Actually, no, she was kicking them in the head. She's kicking him in the head. That's lethal with her kind of kicks. So that's 4 successes on the attack and 4 successes on oh yeah, that's 5 successes on the attack plus the willpower because of the willpower spent, and then that would be 5 successes on damage. Can we spend willpower on damage as well?
No, because you have to spend willpower prior to the roll.
Yeah. Okay, so I said that she spent willpower. Yeah, that's just for future reference. Could I have?
Yes. I don't see why not. Yep.
All right, so yeah, she spent the willpower on the attack. I said that, I think. But yeah, so yeah, she just punted in head. Well, not punt. It's really quite a nasty kick. Yeah.
Okay,
they're not having a good time.
Well, one, you do connect with vaguely around where their head and shoulder should be, and you hit something unexpected, something hard. They're wearing a helmet of some kind.
All right, let's see what kind of armor they roll.
Yeah.
So that should be 5 successes on damage rather than the 4, but the willpower didn't get recorded.
Nine, 10, 6, 5, 3, so 10, and a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many damage successes did you get?
5.
Okay. There is an oomph, but you feel like whatever they're wearing absorbed most of that damage.
She's spending a rage.
Yep.
And she's spending a rage and following it up with a hammer heel.
Okay.
Because Cat can do some bullshit. And of course she is once again spending that willpower. So that'll be and I'm spending the willpower on the spending a willpower on the damage as well.
To get another success, okay.
So yeah. So that would be 6 successes on the damage total.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3. So yeah, there's a definite crunching that time. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. You definitely did some more damage that time. You hit something softer, but they seemed to still be wearing some kind of body armor as well. A lot more went through that time. Anything else?
You know what? She could spend up to 2 rage. She's spending another one.
Okay.
She's not
Alright.
happy. So now that she's thoroughly fucked them up, she is going to actually try to go in and for something a little less lethal with just kind of a rabbit punch to the back of the head.
Okay.
So once again, and again spending that willpower. And again on the damage, because now bashing, spending that willpower.
Okay. How many
So-
damage successes?
Jesus Christ! It's Cat. So that's a net total of 6 bashing.
Okay, so she negates 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, it drops them to incapacitated.
Yep.
All right. Still alive. You can hear them breathing through whatever the helmet is, and you've done enough damage that you've torn up whatever this shifting material is, so you can see the form underneath. And they're wearing some kind of like light body armor, like a motorcyclist would wear, and a very streamlined helmet, also like a motorcyclist would wear. You also can tell now that laced through the chest plate are several silver daggers.
Okay, so the good thing the Cat decided to go all out.
Well, silver colored, we'll say. Don't know that. Actually, no, you would know. Those are silver daggers.
Yeah. So Cat's gonna be like, I've kept them alive barely. We're gonna need a bit of a tie. I'm gonna need somebody to come help with appropriate tie up, and yeah, I'm gonna drop them down into my little thing. Also, I don't know if they're alone. I think they are. I don't see anyone else up here, or smell anyone else up here. This is on her security channel, or the security channel. But yeah, they're incapacitated. And
Okay.
she's gonna take like part of their torn off clothing over her hand and just pull out all of the little silver daggers to make sure that they're not with the
Okay,
person.
so you're in Glabro form, so these will burn you if you don't protect your hand. So
Yeah.
you do that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so she knows the silver shit hurts. So she's not going.
While you're doing that, you notice also laced in like harnesses through the armor are vials. They look like they're full of water.
Oh yeah, and she's also going to take off their mask so she can see who this is.
It's a man in his late 20s, maybe early 30s at most.
Okay.
Not really recognizable. Crew cut, very military precise kind of crew cut going on. Not very bulky. Definitely like more wiry than anything else. Short, maybe 5'8", 5'9".
Okay. So at this point, I think that she's just right now she has 5 strength. So I think that at this point she can just swing him into her little elevated cubicle and through the open door and drop herself there so that when security comes to collect him, and she's just like, oh man, I hope this wasn't one of ours.
It's not one of the security team or one of the hunters that you've met. You've met the whole team. This is not one of theirs.
So this is not one of theirs. And she's asked for someone with security to come help because she doesn't know a lot about restraining people.
Okay, good enough. So what's everyone else doing? So Tyr, Cat's been in communication on the security channel, telling what's going on. You do have one of the hunters come over to check out where the broken glass is, and you confirm that's from the person that came in through the skylight.
Yeah, we know there's a tussle going on.
It was very quick.
Okay.
Yeah, so Kat's already called back that she's got it under control. Has asked for someone to come up and restrain the person. Since you used non-lethal for that last bit, they're not dying, but they are incapacitated.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and check all the areas I found that we're supposed to have guards posted for like secret entrances and for the smuggling and stuff.
Mhm.
I want to double check all those areas.
Okay. Do you want to check on radio, or do you just want to go down and check?
Yeah, I want to go check personally.
Okay. The guards are down. You don't know if they're alive, dead, or what, but they're not on their feet. They're laying on the ground.
I immediately look around. Oh, I immediately call them like, "Hey, we've got guards down at the secret entrances." Me and Switch, Mikhail, you get the girl out of here. Shit's getting too crazy. And then I'll go check the guards.
So Mikhail, you're still attached to a collar. So sure, her bit is over after introducing the professionals on the stage. People are just kind of making fun of her outfit, which she is kind of like just dancing around to show it off.
Am I still on the leash too?
Yes.
All right. So I am dancing near her then.
Mm-hmm.
Where's birthday girl at?
She's right there as well. Apparently her and they planned this, so they're kind of just laughing about it next to each other.
Got it. I will respond. I will respond over the radio. I am with VIP now. I will keep eye on. I don't think now is a good time to move her.
Okay, that's on you, bro. We got 2 guards down, and Cat just found someone on the roof.
Okay. So a man who's got like a pained look on his face, he's one of the wait staff, is being kind of forced towards you. It looks like the singer has kind of like an arm lock on him. It's like got his arm cranked up behind him, like in a very painful way. And he gives you a big smile and says, "Mikhail, right?"
I'm still dancing, by the way.
Yeah.
Even though
can I have a word with you for a minute?
Yes. I look over to Julie. Julie, would you please be a dear and give me a little bit of more distance on the leash?
Oh yeah, she's like, "Oh yeah, party favor's over. Thank you." She just kind of takes the leash and the collar back.
You're welcome. And I will. I assume there's still another bodyguard somewhere keeping an eye on the daughter.
If you want to call one over, sure.
Yeah, I'll make sure that there's somebody keeping an eye on her, and then I'll go talk to him.
Okay. He's smiling to everybody, and he's kind of just body checking this guy along till you guys are kind of like in a quieter corner. And he says, "Hey, here," and he hands you like it's like a brass cylinder about 8 inches long. This guy had a zip gun in here, and he was heading your way.
I will look at the. I'll look at the. This is the waiter, right?
This is one of the waiters. Yeah. He's not one of yours.
I will smile. I will continue to smile, but any sort of smile that was in my eyes has now turned deathly cold.
Mm-hmm.
And I will stare straight into this man's eyes. And am I allowed to intimidate? Is intimidation a thing?
Yeah, you can intimidate.
I want to intimidate him. What would it be?
Generally, it's a form of manipulation, so it'll be manipulation, and then depending on how you want to do it. If you want to do this as a physically imposing thing, otherwise it's going to be one of your social skills.
So
you're like, how do you want to go about it? Are you being like physically intimidating? Is that kind of what you're going for?
I mean, a little bit, but not really. So I actually have a poor in manipulation.
Yeah.
And I have a specialty called unswerving logic, which leads me.
Well, describe the scene. What do you say? What do you do?
I lean more. Okay, so I lean more into like the mental, not necessarily the physical.
but more of the mental side of things. So I will. I'm going to reach out with one hand, and I'm going to place it on this man's shoulder, very close to the neck. I'm gonna try and find that sweet spot where I can pinch down and start, elicit a little bit of pain from him.
Okay.
Without breaking eye contact. And I'm going to take the cylinder if he hands it over to me.
Yeah, so the singer hands it to you.
Singer hands it to me. I'll take it and well. Normally I believe that we are all just friends and we are all just trying to have a good time together. But you, my friend, have decided that not only did you not want to have good time, but that nobody could have good time. And I think that means that you need to have a really bad time now.
Given your accent, the guys actually our eyes go wide a little bit, then they go a little cold. It's like you're working for this scum. You should be with us.
I'm gonna pinch a little bit harder.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really kind of try and dig into his neck a little bit with my thumb.
Mm-hmm.
I work with. Oh, okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say this close to him. You can make out some tattoos along like his exposed arm and some along his neck. Mikhail really is Russian, right?
Yes.
Did Mikhail ever have run-ins with the Russian military at any time? I just want to get a feel for like how connected Mikhail was back in the day.
His grandpa Vlad and Uncle Nikolai, they were both back when it was the Soviet Union. They were both in the Soviet military.
This guy's ex-Spetsnaz.
Yeah, he and he thinks that his grandpa might have actually been in the KGB.
Yeah, there you go. This guy was Spetsnaz.
Now,
So,
the
Russian,
important question is, does he see under his clothing that he's got an Adidas tracksuit on?
Yeah, that's the important part. And the gold chains. No, he's dressed like a waiter. But yeah, you see some of the tattoos. You recognize some of them.
Please come with me. I'd like to have a polite word with you, and I will lead him and the singer to the secure room.
Okay.
And
Koa. So they're passing by you because you're kind of close to the secure room. So Mikhail, the singer's obviously got this guy with his arm cranked behind his back. They're kind of bodily rushing him into the secure room. You want to do anything? You want to join? Anything else? Unmute yourself, maybe.
Game.
No, Koa is food passed out from food.
One of the guys that snuck in got him.
Yeah.
We stuck him over. Jin got called away to deal with a problem real quick.
Okay.
He could be guarding the back door that the two guards are unconscious at. Who knows? We could stuff him out of the way over there.
Okay, yeah. So you go back into take him in the back room, and the singer's like, "Hey, you still need me? You want to call one of your guards in here?"
Yeah, I've got this. I will reach through the stash. We have some equipment in here, including, I'm hoping, maybe some really strong zip ties or maybe some handcuffs.
Sure.
And I will find something to securely cuff him to.
Okay. As the singer leaves, after he makes sure you've got this guy's bound, this guy starts speaking in Russian. It's like, look, you can. This place is not big enough to move multiple strings, drugs shipments, right? We're taking over. This will be our town soon. Why don't you've got the background. Why don't you join with us?
I would like to. I'd like to start to take off some of my nice clothes. I hang my scarf
Mhm.
I take off my jacket. I roll up my sleeves on my shirt,
Mhm.
and turn around to him, and I give him a big old smile. I take out a joint. I light it. Not the good shit. This man doesn't deserve the good shit. But I'm gonna light up. I'm gonna take a hit. My friend. Here, I am such a bad host. I'm so sorry. Would you like a hit?
He spits on the floor and he's like, "Pff, you pollute yourself with your own supply. You disgrace."
I am going to sock him right in the gut as hard as I
Okay.
can.
Yeah. So the thing is, he given his background and what you know about Spetsnaz, you can beat him to death. It's not going to make much difference. He will die, but he won't talk.
Right. I'm not trying to make him talk.
Yeah. Okay. You inflict
So
pain.
I want to inflict some pain on him. Listen, friend, this is not good for you. Okay, I am having a nice party. We are all having good time. These are just young women. They all come together to have a good time together. Okay? They are celebrating. It is a birthday. I am here not because I work for this man. I work for myself. But because we are all friends. We do not have to fight each other and hate each other. We can all coexist. We can work together or we can work apart. It doesn't matter. But then
You
people
work-
like you come in. I wasn't done. But people like you come in. And you decide that your tiny little shrimp dick, where are you from? Turkmenistan? Doesn't matter. You and your little shrimp dick boss, you decide you want to come in here and you want to bully everybody. And you want to push out the quote unquote competition. Why is it? It is because you are insecure and it is because you are assholes. And that is why nobody likes Mother Russia. You give Russia a bad name. My friend, there's nothing I hate more than a bad name. I don't want you to talk, I want you to listen. You're going to stay in here until the end of the party. If you even try to escape, I will sick my IT tech support on you.
Oh, not that.
She may look small and very
Oh, no,
unassuming, but
She's never been happy.
she will gut you like fish, and then she will eat you like she is brown bear, Russian brown bear.
You let the woman do your job.
Oh, it's not my job. It is her job. She loves it. I would be getting in her way. I don't think you understand, comrade. I would be taking away her joys and her pleasures in life if I did it. What kind of friend would I be if I took that from her? You tell me, what kind of friend would I be?
You work for yourself. You're a mercenary.
I am free spirit.
You can be bought.
Only with friendship, none of which you seem to have brought with you.
Your boss's daughter will die tonight. If not by my hands, by another. The message will be sent. You will leave alive. You can tell your boss the Russian killed his daughter.
What else? Let's see. We're in the secure room. I'm gonna find a really blunt object, and I'm gonna knock him out.
Yeah, you just find a rifle, turn it around, and just butt stroke him out.
Did you,
Okay.
did you tell people to keep on lookout for
Yep.
different
I'm gonna make sure that I restrain his legs. His arms are already restrained. But I'm also gonna restrain his legs, and I'm going to find a cloth, stuff it in his mouth, and then wrap some duct tape all the way around his head so he can't get it loose.
Okay.
And then
So
you know
you're
what? For good measure, I'm also going to blindfold him.
okay. You're securing him. Meanwhile, Kat, where are you now?
So has one of our security arrived to help secure unconscious dude?
Yes, Tyr. Did you want to be with that security guy to see what's going on?
Yes, after I messaged him, I was going straight to the security guys to check on them, as well as letting the rest of the secure team know.
Okay. So you're up there. Tyr, Cat, and one of the security guys. It's like they take the rest of the body armor off down. And this is one of the medic trained ones. He's like, okay, he's alive. Looks like you broke a few ribs. All right. I mean, this gear. I don't know him. He finishes removing like all of his clothing from the top. So he kind of looks around. It's like no sigils, no tattoos. He's a hunter, but I don't know from what.
Well, get him down to somewhere secure. Have Connor help get him just awake enough to talk, and then make sure we have a little conversation with him. I'm going to make sure that a couple of our people in positions to help are aware of scary shit going on. I need to, unfortunately, go talk to Julie.
Connor,
Yes.
there is a rush of people coming into the first aid department. It's one of the hunters who's holding the crime boss's daughter, who seems to be going into convulsions, foaming at the mouth a little bit. Julie is there, kind of holding her hair back so she doesn't vomit all over herself. And
I
they
grabbed
come in.
my
It's like,
poison kit.
yeah, she just started foaming and she dropped on the ground.
Did you grab the person who gave her anything?
She was in the middle of talking. She wasn't drinking or eating anything.
Hmm.
This is
Right.
Julie talking.
Yep. Can I inspect body, like contact poisons, needles?
I mean, yeah. If you want to go. Oh, I tell you what. Without having just checking your pulse, she's clammy, heart rate's erratic. It looks like she's having a seizure to you. The security guard had stuck like a glove in her mouth so she wouldn't bite her tongue while she's doing this. So she's in the limp phase after having gone like rigid. So she's just kind of limp. Her eyes are glazed. She's just limp, but she's still breathing. Heart rate's a little erratic.
Yep. I guess.
To test if she's got any drugs in her body is not going to be a quick thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can draw blood and figure it out later, but it's not going to be a quick thing. So what do you want to do?
I want to stabilize her first before anything.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Go ahead and give me an intelligence medicine check to see if you know the best way to do anything for her here.
Assuming emergency medicine applies.
Yes.
And difficulty?
Just 5.
I'm going to spend a willpower.
Oh wow.
9.
So, if you don't assume that she's poisoned and she's actually having a medical event, you go with that, because if she was poisoned, you'd have no idea what the poison was until you can get something checked on the blood. She needs to get to a hospital, but with a success of 8, like, you treat it as if she had gone through like grand mal seizures and is now in a state of I've forgotten the medical term for it. Anyway, so you get her heart rate less erratic. So you get her heart more stable. She's still very limp, and she's still brain activity is still kind of just shooting all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But she's stable. Now, if she's got something in her, you need to get her to a hospital.
Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a few security guards with me.
Okay, and so the den mother, still dressed on the leather, she just grabs a coat, just somebody's coat, and puts it around herself. She's, I'm going with her. Let me go with her, please. I got to take care of her.
As soon as I hear this over the radio as well, Mikhail is running out.
Mm-hmm.
Join them.
I'm gonna I'm gonna be suspicious of the dead mother. Can I just be scrupulous about her?
If you want to see, why don't you give me either perception and empathy, or you can do manipulation and empathy.
Let's do perception. And you said which one?
Empathy.
Empathy. Yep. All right. Perception, empathy. Is that back of your head or no?
No.
Okay. And difficulty?
Just 5.
2.
She's panicked. You can tell that she is very earnest about being with her. I mean, you don't think she's lying. She's very obviously panicked.
All right. Good enough for me. I'm driving.
Okay. So are you telling anyone else over the
I
comms?
was going to call it over the radio.
Okay.
To the hunters and us.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
So Kat was just heading down as she heard this. So she's just like, however, wait, fuck.
Yep. So Tyr, Kat, and the security guard are bringing the limp guy to the holding area, Mikhail, before you burst out, and they see that you've already got somebody wrapped up in there. You guys have this hunter kind of splayed out between you, bringing him in there. This is all kind of like in the back area, and all the girls are still being entertained at the stage, so no one's really noticed anything going on.
So who the fuck is that?
Doesn't matter. We're having medical emergency right now. If he does anything besides sit there, just eat him, please. And then I run.
Tyr, what are you going to do? Or where are you going? Are you going to stay here in this holding cell with the prisoners, or are you going to go with Mikhail and...
Now what happened? Because I was wanting to check on the guys that were in the tunnels or whatever.
Oh, so yeah, you're checking on the guys in the tunnel.
Yeah, because that's when I radioed everybody, and I was wanting to check, make sure they were okay.
Yeah, and so all of this was going on right as you radio them. So you want to check them to see if they're alive or dead?
Yeah, as soon as I radioed to let people know what's going on and who's down, I was going to check on them.
Okay, they're both alive. They're barely breathing. Heart rate's a little erratic, and you can see that they've got puncture holes just like right up underneath like the chest bone, and there's like a little, almost like a broadhead arrow in both of them.
Connor, we got guys that need medical attention down here. I don't want to move them. They're barely alive.
I'm a little busy right now.
I switched frequencies to the security team. I'm like, we need a medics. Your men are down.
Okay.
Explain where we're at.
Yep. They send a team of 5 down, including medics. So, yeah. While you're down here, why don't you go ahead and give me a perception alertness while you kind of look at the scene to see what you can tell.
What difficulty?
Let's go with standard 5.
It's the night of 3s.
Okay. So this tunnel, when you found it, it hadn't been used very often, and you guys explored it a little bit, but you were pretty careful in what you did down here. So you are pretty positive by looking around. There was one person that came through here from further down the tunnel, approached these two. There was a scuffle here. So you think it was one person that came up out of the tunnel.
So we've had at least 3 people entering, so we've got one unaccounted for. Shit.
Yes, it looks, from what I can tell, there's only one, but he's good enough to take out 2 of these guys. I don't know if that's the guy Mikhail was, or I don't know if he's talking to us. There's at least 2. I know, Kat, you got 1.
Yeah, 2 had 1 plus the people plus the guards who were knocked out at the back door that were called in. So yeah, we've got at least 3 people in here, 2 of whom are dealt with. 1 is unaccounted for.
Who's watching the birthday girl?
Right now, Mikhail, Connor, and Julie.
Okay, I'll
On
keep
their
an
way
eye
to the
out.
hospital.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna wait once the medics get there.
Hmm.
I'm going to go back up in the party, see if I can. Actually, I'm gonna go back down the tunnel, and I'm gonna try to follow to see where they came in from, and maybe did they leave a vehicle, or if there are others.
Ooh, smart. Okay. We'll go with that same perception alertness roll. Yeah. Manhole cover, sewer cover. You guys had initially left them be because they were all unused. So they're more like drainage covers, right? And they were not meant to really be opened because they were all, what do you call it? It's not soldered, but welded, right? They're not really meant to be opened, even though they do have like an access ladder. Once they were put in place, they were just welded there. Cut. Someone used a hot torch of some sort, cut right through, dropped in. If you get out and look, yeah, there's like a crappy beater Yugo just like parked in the alley. It's got out of town plates on it. It's like really rough condition. Just kind of looking in, the back seat is just filled with like fast food to go containers. There's a 2-liter bottle that you're sure is pretty much filled with urine.
I'm gonna assume by the color, I'm not gonna smell or taste it. I'm good enough with visuals. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna knife the tires,
Okay.
just to make sure in case they're going out, and I'm gonna go around the block, kind of check out the extra area.
Okay. This part of
Watching
town,
rooftops and everything.
this time of night, all the businesses are shut down. So, like, other than street lights, there's no street traffic. There's no businesses open. So it's pretty much dead through here.
Okay.
And just looking at how the car was arranged, there was one person in the car because there was nowhere else for anyone else to sit.
Right.
It was just full of.
One of my old roommates had a car like that. I'm curious. I'm like, I don't know if I need to get high and stuff to do this. I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna kind of find a dark corner, kind of sit down, and I'm gonna see if I can will myself to go above the city, like in my astral form, like what I dreamed.
You're gonna try and do that again.
Yeah, I don't know if I can, because I think this was just because of the drugs and the alcohol. But I'm like, maybe I can sniff something out.
Make me a gnosis roll. It's just however many points of gnosis you have. Difficulty is 5.
5 successes.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Having done it before, you feel your way through it and you're able to do it. You pop up onto the spiritual plane, and the first thing you notice is that around the car are a bunch of those spider things, but they're dead.
Okay. I want to go. I try to get to the car and get a scent off of it. Since I'm in a fox form, I want to go sniff around it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then see if I can follow the trail.
Okay. Well, I mean, following the scent definitely drops down through the manhole. The other thing that you notice is where I'd said that it looked like somebody used some kind of cutter to cut through that drainage pipe. In the astral world, it's still red hot. And it kind of glows a little too.
Okay, sorry, I got to get dogs in real quick. I forgot I left him outside, and the wife's complaining. Hang on.
That's fine. You drop into the tunnel. Meanwhile, in the ambulance, Mikhail, are you also in the ambulance?
Yes.
Okay. So you and Den Mother, who is just holding onto her hand, holding her hair back. She's completely limp, but she's breathing, but just like completely out of it. As Connor, I think you're the one rushing to the hospital, right?
Yep. We have an actual ambulance, or is it just a car?
Did you want to wait for the ambulance, or did you want to?
No.
You're
I'm
on your way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there's an ambulance coming, but you're not waiting. So why don't you give me either a strength or a dexterity, but a drive roll.
I'm going to spend a willpower.
Okay.
What's your drive?
He's 4.
Okay.
I'm back too.
All right.
And can I apply high speed?
Yes.
All right, and difficulty?
Just 5. There's
All
not a
right.
lot of traffic out tonight, but you are like really gunning it.
Oh, I'm glad I
Ooh.
spelt the willpower.
1 success. Okay, so you take some turns awfully fast. The car goes up on a couple of wheels. You have your rear view mirrors on both sides ripped off as you scrape the sides of buildings. You've got 2 police on your tail, but you get to the hospital in record time. Do you call ahead or no?
Oh, I would have grabbed the phone and given it to one of them.
Okay, so then in this case, the 2 police tails that you pick up are their escorts. They've got their sirens going and they're following you to the hospital. They've already got a stretcher out. What did you tell them? What did you tell them to expect?
Do we want to tell them that it was a possible poisoning, or that a girl had a seizure with
Food poisoning.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So they've got a crash cart out, transferred quickly to this, and they rush her into the ER. Den mother runs along. Mikhail. They let her into the hospital, but they're not letting her into the ER. Mikhail, they start asking you for particulars like who is she? What's the contact information? Tell us what you know.
I give them her name, and I'll just let them know. I will contact her father, and he will be here shortly. And I'll take out my phone and I'll make a phone call that I really didn't want to make.
Yep. Meanwhile, Tyr. So you're following kind of like the astral scent down into the sewers. And again, like I'd said, like the sewer grate was cut by something that it wasn't natural. It's leaving an imprint in the astral here. So you're following it down. You zoom through the tunnels. You're into the crowd. The lights, everything is very distracting up here because the party's still going on, right? A couple things kind of leap out to you at once. There's a brightly glowing form kind of superimposed over the singer. And the singer's just kind of chatting up some of the girls in the corner. And coming in behind him is a woman. And there's something strange about them. This is the scent that you're following. And it's kind of slowly approaching the singer, kind of off to the side. Now you're in the astral form, though, so you've got limited ability. Well, you really can't do much to affect things. What do you want to do?
So it appears like this. The dark form's creeping up on the other dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to just like will myself out of this and like just see like the silver cord just yank and suck the
pop you back into your body,
back into me, and then I immediately jump on the comms to the security channel. It's enemy approaching the band singer now.
And Cat's running toward him.
Okay, Cat, roll initiative.
Roll initiative. Okay, 10. This is going to go terribly.
You got it. Woman who has apparently taken one of the staff's clothing, but hasn't changed shoes or pants, is kind of coming up behind the singer, got a tray of drugs, and it's got something like just under the tray in the other hand, is kind of just coming up alongside like she's not paying attention to him. And then you see she throws the drugs in his face and makes to stab him with what looks like an old Roman style spear with a wooden haft cut short. You have initiative though. What do you want to do?
Oh, Cat's going to go for the disarm.
Okay.
She can do that. She's spending a willpower. Here we go. So that's 3 successes.
Okay. And I think with the disarm, it's their melee, right? Or their
let me pull up disarm right here. I have it written down. That's why is it not showing me? Oh, God damn it! Hold on, it's on page. Disarm. The attacker uses the attacker to succeed. Attacker rolls melee plus 1 after your usual difficulty. This is uses strength score. So that weapon she doesn't score. If her successes exceed her opponent's strength score.
Okay. What is your current strength?
It's her opponent's strength score, not Cat's strength score. Cat's strength score
3.
is 5.
Her strength is 3.
So she didn't succeed her current strength. Exceed her. Wait. Yeah, she didn't exceed the current strength, just met it.
Mm-hmm.
But so if she doesn't score enough successes, the disarmed opponent and still inflicts the usual damage.
Okay.
So that means I need to roll a. So that would be plus the 2 successes, plus martial art. So and that would be plus the 2 successes. So that would be 6 successes total of bashing damage.
Okay. Let me do a soak. Successes, 1, 2 successes. So with 2 successes, how much damage gets through?
That would be 4 bashing.
4. So bashing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So wounded. Okay. But you didn't get them to drop the
Did not
spear
get
tip.
to get rid of her weapon. No.
Okay. All right. They go next, and just kind of like she was trying to stab the singer, and you trying to smack it out of the hand, but doesn't. She just reverses it, kind of whips around, and then again just tries to slash at the singer, not at you.
At the singer. Oh boy.
Ooh. So 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, 5 successes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. More than beats it. Okay. It does not succeed in hitting the singer. Singer goes next, and let me think. Instead of fighting back, just kind of moves himself so that he's into the group of women and just lets the crowd kind of absorb him, so that she would have to potentially hurt other people. This seems to dissuade the person that's got the spear tip.
Cat's looking at that, looking over at him, looking at her, looking at him. You're gonna want to talk to me about what the fuck you're doing, because otherwise you're going in the box with the other 2.
She looks around, and like he's like waving like ta-ta as he's like in the middle of all these sorority sisters. Person just curses and kind of puts the spearhead under the waiting uniform, looks around to see if anyone else is engaged, and says, "You're letting a monster live. The thing's a demon."
Oh.
I see.
Oh. You know, are you associated with another hunter who's in town on the same kind of shit? Come on, follow me. We're going somewhere nice and quiet.
Okay.
And we're going
We'll cut there as you take her back to the room that's already got one person basically saran wrapped from head to toe, one person with broken ribs gasping on the floor, and her, Mikhail Connor at the hospital. She's stable. Mikhail, how does that conversation go? What do you tell him? And do you want to wait until you find out how she's doing before you call?
No, I'm going to call him as soon as we get to the hospital. I'm going to call him and I'm just going to say, very very briskly, there is a situation involving your rival in the city. We are at the hospital. You should come as soon as possible.
Miguel, I trusted you with my daughter. Trusted you, Miguel. I thought we were friends. I thought we were good friends.
I promise you, sir. Before you have to deal with me, I will make sure whoever it is that did this has been punished severely. Then, when I'm done with that, you can do with me what you wish.
You stay by her side. I'll be there. And that's when you get the news. Nurse comes out and says, "Look, she's stable. She had some kind of event. There's a mix of drugs in her systems. Can you tell us what was going on?" She had a heart condition. Roll me a D100, Mikhail. Say high or low.
First of all, how do I? It's slash roll,
and then 1D100. Yeah.
Slash roll 1D100. Let me think for a second. Am I thinking this is going to be a high roll or a low? I'm going to say low. Damn it.
All right. Low. They actually don't know you here. So
they don't know what?
They don't know you here.
Okay.
So she was some kind of party. There were drugs going around. There's a mix of drugs in her system. She has a slight heart condition. Did you know about this?
No, I was not aware of the heart condition.
Well, she's stable. Anything you can tell us about what she might have taken tonight will help. We're going to have to detox her. She's stable now. We think she's fine, but she has a slight heart defect. The drugs triggered a reaction.
Is there a room where we can talk in private real quick?
She looks around. It's like conference room 3. I'll send the lady you came in with as well. She seems to gotten control of herself. She's still waiting around. Should I send her in there too? Would she be of any use telling us what she might have taken?
Yes, but call her in when we are done speaking. I just need 1 minute with you alone.
Okay. So she has you going and go to the waiting room, and we're going to actually have to leave it there because I know Oak's got another game going on tonight. So
we're not going for another 40 minutes or so.
Okay.
So if you need to
if you want to say something there, Mikhail. So the nurse comes in, got a form. It's like, okay, so let us know as best as you can tell what drugs she has in her system.
Any
prescription medications.
I'm going to place my hand on the form and I'm going to push it down and away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to reach into my pocket. I'm going to pull out my wallet and I'm going to start pulling out some crisp $100 bills.
Okay.
And I'm going to put $1,000 into I'm gonna put it, you know how like on their scrubs they have that pocket.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stick $1,000 into her pocket.
Okay.
And I'm going to like tuck it in there so nobody can see it.
Mm-hmm. And what do you say?
We said there was food poisoning on call, but this was actually much more severe. This was an actual attempted homicide by poison. There is. I need you to understand, detoxer, but do not ask any questions.
Oh well. Go ahead and roll me a charisma and etiquette. Difficulty 6 on this one.
All right. Difficulty 6. And I don't think I have anything that helps me with this one, do I? Let's see. No, that's wait. I have a difficult. This is a social roll, right?
It's a social roll. Yeah.
Okay. I get a -2 to social rolls.
No, it's still a great number of successes. Okay, look, we can report this as an unknown reaction. We don't have to have a police report for suspected poisoning, but they've already done a blood draw. I mean, it's going to take 24 to 48 hours for them to actually do anything with it. But just to let you know, they did a blood draw.
Where is that blood draw right now?
Right now, still in the ER.
I will need you to go and collect that blood draw, please. Bring it back to me.
Look, $1,000 is nice, but it's not worth losing my job over. The room will be clear in about 10 minutes. You'll have about 5 minutes before they come in to clean the room, desanitize. I mean, there's no guards here. You could just go in there after we remove her.
I will pull out my wallet. I'll take another 100 out. Go ahead and I'll thank her, and then I'll call Julian so Julie can come in and she can give her official story.
Okay.
And then since we're about to wrap up, I'll just kind of detail what Mikhail's going to do. He's going to go in whenever they're done with her. He's going to get rid of the blood.
Okay.
And he's going to take it and he'll dispose of it somewhere offsite.
Okay.
And then he's going to just stand guard until her dad gets there.
All right, Connor, you were saying something?
Oh, we might as well see what she was poisoned with.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm keeping it.
Emergency rooms. So it's just you tell them what you're on. They don't report it to the police.
Well, if it's a suspected homicide, they do.
Yeah,
oh, that's right. They do, don't they?
Yeah.
I dropped that because I was trying to kind of put a little fear in her so that she wouldn't do anything too hasty.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Connor, do you want to do anything else? Because they're asking you the same questions too. It's like, oh, you have some medical training. Do you have any idea what she might have been on? We know that she was on some kind of drugs. So you're getting the questions too, this time by the ER doctors.
It was a sorority party, so I'm just assuming.
Oh, okay. So alcohol and who knows what. Okay.
Whatever else snuck in.
All right. So yeah, they take down your information for that. Tier, once you snap back and you're on the outside of the car again, is there anything else you wanted to do?
After I gave them the warning, I'm gonna try to start running back in.
Okay.
We'll go around to whichever's closest, the front, or if I need to take the tunnel again. Or
tunnel's the quickest way through. Okay, so we'll say that you end up getting Kat's having a private conversation in the back with the would-be assassin. So you're back there with that. Koa, are you back with this, or are you still out? Koa's still out. He's food coma and he's watching the festivities. All right, so we'll wrap it up there with multiple homicides trying to go on tonight. We'll see what comes of this next time. Oak, you want to plug what your game is coming up?
Yeah, say in about 30-40 minutes, we'll be playing some 5e homebrew with DM Kelsto. We'll be back again also Friday for Kelsto's second campaign, Midnight Central. And I'm not sure what's going on Saturday either. We'll be playing Lost and Found. Another buddy of mine, Brandon's running. Or if he's unavailable, I'll be hopefully finishing up our Aliens Charity of the Gods session.
Sounds good. John, you got anything?
I don't know whether my game, the normal game I have on 3:30 at twitch.tv/Partywipe Games is on or not tomorrow. Something's a little weird on scheduling right now, particularly my end. Otherwise, you guys should get ready to check out Teenage Odyssey. It's going to be dropping soon. Bert's other finger, other way. There we go. Bert's the layout for that.
Yeah, so you should be. I think they dropped the files to drive through, so they've got wait for it to clear drive-through, get the preliminary copy ordered, but it should be going out to backers soon and available on drive-through probably a month from now for non-Kickstarter folks. So check that out. Also check out Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com. We've got a lot of years of podcasts on there, as well as all of our social links. Coming up this week, Friday, we have some classic Dungeons and Dragons going on, so join us then. And I guess say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.